So the University of Edinburgh is one of the top universities in the world, which made it a very natural choice when I thought about where I wanted to do my PhD. And it also has a long history in excellent stem cell research, which I'm particularly interested in. Well, I love living in Edinburgh, and the great thing about the centre is it's really easy to get to. So there's lots of different public transport links. Personally, I take the bus, but I've known a lot of friends who also cycle to work. There's lots of cycle routes, so it's really easy to get here. I think Edinburgh's a very lively city. Even though it has a lot of historic heritage, there's still a lot of modern things happening. So in August we have the festival, which is great, and yeah, you're never bored.
One of the key aims of the centre is to promote translational medicine, and I think that's probably why a lot of clinicians are attracted to the centre who have an interest in scientific research. As a clinician embarking on a PhD, it really needs to be done somewhere near a clinic or a hospital. Our centre is a mere 500 metres from a huge tertiary referral centre, and so it was a logical place for me to immerse myself in a scientific environment.
Being in Centre for Regenerative Medicine, it's really, really easy to get feedback on your project from postdocs and from supervisors, and not even just your supervisor, but you could approach any kind of PI in the building. There are internal seminars that every PhD student and postdoc takes part in, so you present your research to the entire Centre for Regenerative Medicine community. You also get the opportunity to present it to the entire school or the entire university through poster presentations and again giving seminars. But more importantly, I think you can also take part in international conferences, so you can travel to key kind of research locations, say it might be Germany, might be New York, Boston or something, and you can present your research at these conferences and get feedback from really diverse population of researchers, and I think that again helps a lot in your projects.
So I think the essence of the centre is definitely that feeling of community. So although we obviously have separate labs which have their own PI and their own postdocs and PhD students, actually there's a lot of intermingling between labs. So there's a real sense of community. We share the same lab space, same TC space, same equipment. Like there's a lot of things that are shared, and I think this really brings us all together.
So my disease of interest is retinitis pigmentosa, which is an inherited form of blindness which has no cure. And it's got no cure largely because existing disease models are very poor. So that's why the advent of induced pluripotent stem cells were seen as such an exciting prospect for the disease. So I came to the Centre for Regenerative Medicine to do my PhD. So the centre has lots of world-leading laboratories which look at stem cell maintenance using IPS technology to model disease, and a lot of gene editing technologies. So that's all there. And I think what the scheme taught me was how to set up a proper scientific question and use those technologies to answer that question.
So I think the social community is really, really strong in the centre. So we have a social committee set up, and they organise different events for all the PhD students and postdocs and PIs to join in. So we do things like barbecues, ceilidhs, but also once a year we go away on a retreat, which is always fun, and it's really great for setting up collaborations. But we get to do some fun things like mountain biking, archery. So that's always really nice, and it's good to get together and have fun.
I think it definitely was a good choice for me to come here and do a PhD, because I've learned a lot, not just my PhD, but I've learned about other fields, about public engagement and entrepreneurship and business side of things as well. So definitely a good choice.
So I'm delighted I did my PhD project here. It gave me a really good grounding in scientific research. It allowed me to answer the question which I'd set out to answer at the start of the project, and I hope that some of the results that I've obtained in my PhD will help inform the field and promote what we all want, which is in the end novel therapies for our diseases of interest.